Hey y'all, don't mind my mess. I'm definitely a messy crafter, but I'm gonna do a tote bag today. So I'm using copy paper because I ran out of butcher paper. So you can use copy paper or butcher paper for this, but I'm gonna put 2 pieces underneath my heat press to protect my surface. And then I have my sublimation tote bag. So this means that it has a high count of polyester. I'm going to look for my tag because I noticed that if my tag is at the top, then this small part right here, this small part, it kind of turns brown. So the paper burns the fabric a little bit. So I'm gonna make sure that that is on the bottom. Okay, like so. I'm gonna pull my handles out and hang them off the edge. And then I'm gonna add my pillow. Tote bags are actually really challenging in some respects because they have these creases and stuff, but I try to stick that behind my pillows so that the part that is touching the press has no excuses for not getting heat, okay? All right. Next I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna lint roll. Give it a nice roll. There we go. Now I'm gonna press this for 10 seconds. Just to get up any moisture out, okay? All right, so that's my 10 seconds. Looking good. Okay, so at this stage, if you haven't already, I'm gonna add, again, I would use butcher paper if I had it, but I'm gonna add paper inside. So what this does is if the ink decides that it wants to bleed through the fabric, I don't want it to get on my pillow or on the opposite side of the tote bag. So like if I didn't have a pillow, then this paper would just be sandwiched in between the tote bag, right? Without this paper, whatever design you put on the front can bleed through to the bag. All right, next I'm gonna add my design. So when you print your design, make sure that you mirror your image. Make sure that it is going in the right direction with regards to your handles. And try your best to center it. If you want a hack, what you can do is you can fold your tote bag in half and press it, and that'll put a crease down the middle. And then what you do is you go from the edge of your design to the other edge of your design. You fold it and you crease the paper, and that way you can line it up. I am just doing this as a demonstration, so I will not be doing all of that, but that is a gem for you. So I'm just going to place this down in the kind of eye what center looks like. All right. Now some people press from here. They will add another piece of butcher paper as a cover sheet and then press it. I like to add some tape. Now what I will say, I noticed that with the tape, after you press it from the heat, even though it's heat tape, it's usually popping off of the fabric. However, I want to avoid air getting underneath my design and causing a lot of ghosting. So I do tape it down just as a precaution. I use about between 6 and 8 pieces of tape. And then cover it with another piece of butcher paper. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh, what a lot of paper that we're using. And that is true. Sublimation does take quite a bit of paper. You could try to, like, if my paper is 8.5 by 11, I could try to cover it that way. That will work. But I like to do it this way simply because you'll see when I press this, there's going to be an outline around this image from this paper. So I personally feel like that outline gets minimized when I use a larger sheet. So that's what I'm doing. You can tape this down if you would like. I'm not going to tape it down. All right. All right. Once we get it here, then we're going to go ahead and slide it under our press. We do this carefully so that things don't shift around. And then I'm doing 385 for 60 seconds. So I'll be back in 60 seconds so that we can see the final result. Actually, I'm back because I just wanted to show you some of the tools that I have during this time. So this is the tape dispenser that I like. I just turn the knob and it pre-cuts pieces of tape for me. Lint roller. And for my sublimation paper, I tend to use a sub. This comes in 8.5 by 11, 8.5 by 14. If I do 8.5 by 14, you know, I put my design as large as I can, and then I usually put 2 smaller designs at the bottom that I can use for mugs or coasters or something else. I just try not to waste the paper if possible. All right, that's time, y'all. So I'm going to lift this up. Remember to do it gently. Turn this around. Let me stop my timer. And I'm going to slide this out. All right, so now that it's slid out, we got very fortunate. My paper did not shift too much, but I'm going to show you. This is the top paper. So you can see that the ink definitely came off on it. So better on this paper than on my press. And now this is my design, so I'm going to go ahead and peel it up. Woo! Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So excited. Y'all, the colors, that's what gets me every time. The colors, it's so vibrant. So here's our inner sheets. I don't know if you can see that, but if you look carefully, a little bit of ink did go through. Okay. Then I'm going to take my pillow out. And let's show you the bag. Woohoo! So you can see right around, you see that it's like a harsh line. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these and just use my iron and try to iron those out. Okay? I think it came out really, really cute. So, my name is Sherry, and I am the owner of Handmade U. We're an art and craft studio here in Philadelphia, PA. Thank you so much for watching our video. We are definitely trying to post more content and grow our YouTube subscribers. We've been teaching craft classes for a really long time, and we're at a point now we just want to share our creations with the world. So please, please, please like this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, and we will see you next time with another video. All right? Yes. All right. Peace out. Stay crafty. Bye.